Hello YouTube, this is Monster Champ 63 here on MC Commentaries, and I'm going to be talking about my predictions for the NBA playoff Western Conference. So let's get started. First, I'm going to talk about the Spurs and the Mavericks. Now, both these teams, they both have great playoff histories when it comes to winning championships and getting into the playoffs. But you gotta look at how both teams have been playing during the regular season. I mean, the San Antonio Spurs is gonna be a team you're always gonna want to watch out for in the playoffs, and you gotta give it to them. They're gonna beat them, the Mavericks. Even though the Mavericks are gonna try to put up a fight, the Spurs are still gonna win. They got the veterans. They still got a couple of young players in there who got great potential to be great players in the future. Kawhi Leonard, Danny Green, they got a couple of nice players on the team, and surrounded by the veterans, they've got a very good team. They've got the experience, and they also got the coach, Popovich. I mean, you can't really explain it any other way other than that. I mean, they're a great team, so I'm gonna give them the win in this one. They're gonna win the series. Now on to my next matchup. Now, I honestly think that this is an amazing matchup. I mean, between the Houston Rockets and the Portland Trail Blazers, I mean, this is just great. I mean, matches like this is what you want to go to the playoffs and see. I mean, compared to the Eastern Conference, the Western Conference is more exciting. But for this matchup, I think I'm going to give it to the Houston Rockets. Reason why? Because they got James Harden. I mean, the guy's great. Although Portland Trail Blazers, they got a couple nice players on the team. They got LaMarcus Aldridge. They got youngster Damian Lillard. They even got Nicholas Batum. But you got to look at it from Houston's point of view. They also got very similar players. Chandler Parsons, I mean, James Harden, Dwight Howard. I mean, that guy, he's going to come up big for Houston in the playoffs. I mean, if anything were to happen to him, Houston would have a lot of trouble in the paint. So, and you also got to look at guys like Terrence playing the power forward spot for them. I mean, Houston's they're gonna have a nice matchup against Portland, but in the end, that's probably gonna go up to Game 7. So I would give to Houston. Now on to the next matchup. Now this matchup it's not even more of a matchup. It's more like a rivalry. I mean, these two teams, they hate each other. I mean, that's what makes it so great. These two teams hate each other. The LA Clippers and the Golden State Warriors. I mean, what else could you say? I mean, you got a guy like Blake Griffin, Chris Paul, DeAndre Jordan on one team, and you got guys like Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, David Lee on the other team. So yeah, I mean, matchups like this is what you want to go see. I mean, although Clippers, they do have a guy like Chris Paul who's carried the team on his back once when he used to play for the New Orleans Hornets, and now is on the Clippers with Blake Griffin. And besides that, I don't think that Clippers, they really have much to really beat the Warriors, because the Warriors, they got a very, very young team with very, very high skill potential. I mean, the guys on that team are like great. I mean, Stephen Curry alone is just one in a kind player. I mean, you rarely find players of his type. And then you got a guy like David Lee. You got their center Andrew Bogut. I mean, they've got a very nice compact team. So I'm going to give this one to the Warriors. And now to our last and final match. Now, the Oklahoma Thunder, City Thunder, and the Memphis Grizzlies are two teams that see each other a lot of times in the regular season. So this is going to be one of those matchups where you're going to see a lot of dunking, a lot of great defense, It's going to be one of those series. But I'm going to give this to Oklahoma. Well, because of the talent on that team. I mean, Westbrook is back. He's full strength. Jeremy Lamb and the obvious KD, Kevin Durant. I mean, this guy's great. I mean, he is probably the best player in the NBA right now, who is probably going to win the MVP. And I think, it's great to see matchups like this. You also got Zach Randolph from the Grizzlies and Mike Conley. I mean, those two guys might be able to help the team. You also got a guy like Marc Gasol with great defense. So it's going to be a very nice interior presence for them. So, yeah, it's going to be nice. But you got to give it to the Thunder. I think the Thunder is going to win this because of the talent on their team. Now on to the second round. The Spurs versus the Rockets. Now, these two teams have versed each other either once or twice in the regular season. I'm not sure. But the Spurs had beaten them once and the Rockets had beaten them once, I think. And it was really a nice showdown. It was nice. It was nice to see, the two big men, Tim Duncan and Dwight Howard, going at it. It was really nice. It was really nice. But you're going to have to give it to the Spurs. Again, the Spurs, they have a long history when it comes to the playoffs in clutch moments. They got a lot of very good players. Although Houston has a lot of good players of their own, you got to give it to the Spurs. Those guys are, they're just amazing. Now, on to the second game in the second round between the Warriors and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Now, Warriors and Thunder. What can I say? It's another one of those matchups, but I'm going to give this one to the Warriors because I say this because they have better big men in the paint now. Oklahoma, they got Ibaka. The guy is a great defender. Do not get me wrong. The guy is an amazing defender, but you won't be able to guard David Lee and Andrew Bogut by yourself. It's not going to be easy. So I'm going to give this one to the Warriors because of their front court versus Oklahoma City's front court. I'm going to give this one to them. Now on to the Western Conference Finals between the Spurs and the Warriors. Now, a lot of you might be a little shocked by what I'm about to say, but I'm going to give this one to the Warriors. Reason being is because they have a younger team. And when I say younger team, I mean a way younger team. The Spurs, they go on more of the traditional, easy playbooks, which seem to work for them, which is good. But then you got guys like the Warriors who are able to make changes during plays, Like, if they see something wrong, like you have a guy like Stephen Curry, who's a great playmaker and also a very, very good scorer. So, it's not going to be easy. San Antonio, they got Tony Parker, the veteran point guard, who is great all around the field, offense, defense. It's great to have a guy like that. But when you have a guy like Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson, the amazing three-point shooter, it's going to be hard to stop a team like that. So I'm going to have to give the Western Conference the Golden State Warriors. And that was my prediction for the Western Conference playoff tree. If you guys have any comments, please like this video, subscribe to my channel for more videos, and just leave a comment below on who you think should be the Western Conference champions. Peace.